This is the number of international students that never find a job in their field of study. And my aim is to try and change that. As an international student, there are over 100 things that you need to juggle. Working on your physical health, mental health, going to school, working on your assignments, friendships, social circle, relationships. The list is basically endless. You see, I came to Canada as an international student over 6 years ago. Applied to countless jobs, gave multiple interviews, got selected in a few, but most importantly, got rejected by most of them. And in this video, I wanted to share 3 lessons or learnings that I learned along the way. By the way, I really struggled with the third one, but we'll get into that later. But before we talk about the first lesson, let me ask you something. Imagine there's 2 people, person A and person B. Both have recently graduated from the same international college, and both are also looking for a job in their field of study. Person A wakes up in the morning where he's asked his manager to increase his hours, as he's a graduate now, works hard during the day, comes back at night, is pretty much exhausted, eats unhealthy food, and shoots his resume to all the job openings he can find. At this point, he's pretty sure that he's applied to many jobs multiple times, but it doesn't matter because it only has to work once. On the other hand, there's person B. Now, similar to the person A, he also works a part-time job, but he's keeping his hours to a minimum because he knows it's just a temporary thing that he's doing and he doesn't want to do it for a career. He wakes up early in the morning, has a Google sheet to track every job he's applied to, reviews what the company does, what the job description says, tweaks his resume each time, and also writes down the reason and things to improve every time he's rejected. He even researches what certifications people working in the jobs he's applying to have done and picks them up one at a time. Now that you know about both of them, who do you think has a better chance of landing a job in their field of study? Person A or person B? Well, I know it's going to be person B because I've lived both of those lives. As soon as I graduated, I was more a person A than a person B. I was unorganized, just shooting my resume to every job opening I could find, but I only landed a job when I became the person B. And what I learned was that finding a job is all about having the right mindset and approaching that chaotic journey with discipline, organization, and work ethic. You see, most international students struggle to find a job in their field of study because they get distracted with the short-term money or their part-time job and are never able to find the energy and focus that's actually required to put into the job process. You see, finding a full-time job in your field of study is a part-time job in itself, and you only see results and progress when you work with honesty, attention to detail, and consistency, which is important like all other good things in life. For our second lesson, let me tell you about a true story. I'm sure you've heard about this coffee brand. See, in 2009, in the name of diversification and growing the company and the revenue, Starbucks tried to sell furniture. And obviously they lost millions of dollars while doing it. But there was a pretty important and valuable lesson they learned along the way. And that lesson can be used by any job seeker today. And it's that you only grow or see progress when you focus on one thing at a time. I was like Starbucks. I was applying to tens of jobs every day. I didn't care what company was hiring, what the position was. I was just applying to every job out there. Until someone passed along the wisdom that spraying and praying is not a good strategy. And they recommended that I slow down. They even challenged me to only apply to one job per day. At first I thought it was counterintuitive because in my head, applying to more jobs meant higher chances of landing one. But boy, I was wrong. You see, as I made the switch and applied to just one job per day, I applied with more intent, more attention to detail, crafted my resume better, really made an effort to understand what the company did and what they really wanted in a candidate. And as a result, my conversion rate improved. I landed more interviews, I got more confident about my skills, about my process, and ultimately was able to land a job within 45 days. So if it's just one hack or lesson that you take away from this video, it's this. Apply to fewer jobs, preferably just one a day, but apply with more intent. This will enable you to apply to every job the proper way, and it's 100 times better than just shooting your resume out there to any company that's hiring. We've all heard that networking and referrals are super important for your job search in Canada. And having worked in this country for multiple years now, I kind of understand why. You see, referrals from your network can improve or increase your chances of landing a job by 4 times. I understand while it's easier said than done, and you might be thinking that you don't even have a network to begin with. I used to think that too. But over the years, I've realized it's not about having a huge network, but it's just about connecting with whatever people you have access to better and in a more organic way. Could be your friends from your college or school in India, your colleagues at your part-time job, in your current school in Canada, relatives, extended family, friends. It's just as simple as staying in touch with them. You don't really have to overcomplicate it. Just be genuinely interested in what they're doing in their life. Give them update on what you're doing in your life, updates on your job search, and just let things happen organically. And if you just do this, you'll be surprised at the number of opportunities that'll come up, provided you stay consistent and honest. There's no ninja hack or secret here. Job search is pretty much about following some basic things like all the other things in life. Staying organized, being consistent, showing up every day, having the right mindset, all those basic things that'll bring you the results.